Good day, this is your word for the day from Anchor Church in Tanzania. The old year is behind us. We've just started a new year. The new year has begun. But I thought so it is with every day. Every day is a gift from God. Yesterday is gone and today has begun. Psalm 118 verse 24 says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Now I'm sitting here in the office in front of our year planner. And it's been wiped. Last year is gone. I put a big question mark on it because I'm asking myself, should I be planning the year? Should there be a plan in place? With such an unsure future. Well, I want to say as children of God, we cannot afford to be without vision. And where there's a vision, there's a plan for the future. We also cannot afford to walk by sight because what we need to carry us through this year may very well be something that's not known to us yet. We've got to walk by faith. Not faith in knowledge, a vaccine, past experiences, expert advice, or the news of the day. Not faith in that, but faith in God alone. James 1 verse 6 says, "But when you ask Him, be sure that your faith is in God alone." You see, God alone can do the impossible. Romans 4:17 says, "God who gives life to the dead and call those things which do not exist as though they did." That's our God. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be watching the news, but we cannot base our decisions and our planning on what we see and what we hear around us. In Proverbs 3, God promises to direct our paths. If we put our trust in Him, He will direct our paths. So when we plan for the months or the year ahead of us, our year plan should not be filled with just in cases or what ifs. The success of planning the year lies in 3 steps. Pray, listen, and plan. Not pray what we've planned would work out, but pray and listen before we plan. I'm sure you've experienced that sometimes when you travel, you will suddenly come across an inconvenient detour in the road. I always find them very inconvenient. A detour is never designed to affect your final destination. It may affect your arrival time, but it actually assures your arrival. It takes you safely around or past whatever danger there may be, why they had to make this detour in the road. Sometimes God will surprise us with a detour in our year planner, not to change the destination, but to assure a safe arrival. Things we need to know and believe is this: God knows the future, and He goes ahead of us. His word says in Psalm 139, He goes ahead of us and He follows us. We must know that and we must believe that. When we put our trust in Him, we will be safe. We'll arrive safely on the other side. Psalm 121 verse 3 says, "He will not allow your foot to be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber." So I want to say, go in peace and don't plan your year based on last year. That wouldn't be wise. Or predictions on the news at the moment. Let's rather say with David, as in Psalm 31 verse 3, he says, "For you are my rock and my fortress. Therefore, for your name's sake, lead me and guide me." Amen.